A very good afternoon, everybody. We are proceeding further with method overriding. In our previous section, we have seen method overloading. Overriding is a technique in operating system and is a technique in object-oriented system. Declaring a method and subclass which is already present in the parent class is known as method overriding. Overriding is done so that a child class can give its own implementation to a method which is already provided by the parent class. In this case, the method in parent class is called overridden method, and the method in the child class is called overriding method. In this guide, we will see what is method overriding in Java and why we use it. Now let us take a simple example to understand this. We have two classes, a child class boy and a parent class human. The boy extends human class. Both the class have a common method, void eat. Boy class is giving its own implementation to eat, and in other words, it is overriding the eat method. The purpose of overriding is clear. Child class wants to give its own implementation so that when it calls this method, it prints boy is eating instead of human is eating. This is a class human. In this we have a function eat. We have another class boy which has inherited human. When we inherit it, that means this function is accessible to this class, objects of this class. Now again, this function is again declared in boy. Now when we call this function with the object, it will display boy is eating. Now advantage of overriding. The main advantage of overriding is that class can give its own specific implementation to an inherited method without even modifying the parent class code. This is helpful when a class has several child classes. So if a child needs to use the parent class method and it can use it, the other class that want to have different implementation can use overriding feature to make changes without touching the parent class code. Method overriding and dynamic method dispatch. Method overriding is an example of runtime polymorphism. When a parent class reference points to the child class object and then call to the overridden method is determined at runtime. Because during method call, which method, parent class or child class, is to be executed is determined by the type of object. This process in which call to the overridden method is resolved at runtime is known as dynamic method dispatch. Now let us have a look to the example to understand it better. We have a function, we have a class and a function. We have another class and then we have a function. Now in the main method, when a parent class reference refers to the parent class object, then in this case overridden method, the method of parent class is called. Now in this we have an object of class ABC, which is a parent class. Now in this obj will call the function of the parent class. When the parent class reference refers to the child class object, then the overriding method of the child class is called. This is called dynamic method dispatch and runtime polymorphism. Now we have the main class, parent class. In this we have the object obj2 of the class child class demo. Now you can see that this is the parent class. Object is created for the demo class and the object 2 is being called, which will be referring to the child class. In the above example, call to the display method using second object is a runtime polymorphism or dynamic method dispatch. In dynamic method dispatch, the object can call the overriding methods of child class and all the non-overridden methods of the base class, but it cannot call the methods which are newly declared in the child class. In the above example, the object 2 is calling the DISP. However, if you try to call the new method which has been newly declared in demo class using object 2, then you will get the compilation error because this object is been created using the class method. Exception in thread method java.lang.error unsolved compilation. This method xyz is defined for the type abc. Now let us have a look to the rules of overriding in Java. Argument list. The argument list of overriding method of child class must match the overridden method, the method of the parent class. The data types of arguments and their sequence should exactly match. Access modifier. Access modifier of the overriding method of subclass cannot be more restrictive than the overridden method of the parent class. For example, if the access modifier of the parent class method is public, then the overriding method child class method cannot have private, protected or default access modifier because all these three access modifiers are more restrictive than public. For example, this is not allowed as child class. Class DISP method is more restrictive, protected than base class public. Now let us have a look to the example. We have a base class. In this we have a function. We have another child class. We have a function. Now creating the object of the child class and calling the function. Now what we get is the exception in thread main java.lang.error unresolved compilation problem cannot reduce the visibility of the inherited method by base class. However, this is perfectly valid scenario as public is less restrictive than protected. Same access modifier is also valid one. We have a base class with the function. We have a child class with the function. Then we are creating an object and calling the function. In this case, child class method will be displayed. Private, static and final methods cannot be overridden as they are local to the class. However, static methods can be redeclared in subclass. In this case, subclass method would act differently and will have nothing to do with the same static method of the parent class. Overriding method of child class can throw unchecked exception regardless of whether the overridden method of parent class throws an exception or not. However, the overriding method should not throw checked exceptions that are new or broader than the ones declared by the overridden method. We will discuss this in detail in the coming example. Now, binding of overridden methods happen in runtime, which is known as dynamic binding. If a class is extending an abstract class or implementing an interface, it has to override all the abstract methods unless the class itself is an abstract class. Super keyword in method overriding. Super keyword is used for calling the parent class method constructor. Super my method calls the my method of the base class, while super class calls the constructor of the base class. Now let us see the use of super in method overriding. As we know that when we override a method in child class, then call to the method using the child class objects calls the overridden method. By using the super, we can call the overridden method as shown in the example below. We have a main class ABC, then we have a function my method, then we have another class demo which extends or which inherits the parent class, then we have another function, we have the same function my method, then we have created an object of demo child class and call the method. In this you can see that we have used the super keyword to call the method of the of the parent class. This is all about method overriding. In our next section we are going to discuss overriding versus overloading.